Hi, this is Katie with the channel Weather Spazify, and it is officially a new year. It is January 1st, 2018, so we have a full moon this evening, and recording it this evening, actually late hour. It's like 1:14 a.m. right now, so technically January 2nd, 2018. I've come back with a little bit of a different vibe or style. Um, the past few months, I have been taking a little break, and I've been really trying to refocus my energies and look within and really like listen to my higher self and intuition. And lately, I've been really inspired to start doing ASMR techniques, ASMR, and to learn Reiki. So I'm soon going to be doing Reiki certification courses and going that route so I can make myself more of a servant to humanity, and try to really usher in this new feeling that I have, that I came here to Earth to be a light worker and to help others. The common theme in all of my work, whether it's been a meteorologist, as a weather anchor on TV, or being on radio, or being a scientific researcher and author, gosh, a teacher, educator, all of the common themes that I've noticed are that I've always had people just like kind of like randomly come up to me, ask me for advice, or talking to me about their stuff, or sometimes it's like random strangers. And it's taken me a long time to, finally recognize the theme in all of the work that I've done and my calling, so to speak. And I really feel as if it is some kind of healing work, or new age or new thought healing work, as we go into the next stage of the golden age of this ascension process. There's a lot of rapid changes happening on Earth. I'm sure many of you watching this already know about the ascension, or already have been feeling symptoms of the ascension, and all of the stages of the awakening, all the released information. But not just that, like changes in your body physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, lucid dreams, getting like downloads in your sleep, like crazy, like trippy things like that. And quantum leaps, like where the space-time continuum seems off. That's definitely some stuff that I've been noticing. And one thing that's really been helping me to lighten up a bit, no pun intended, light worker, lighten up a bit, is to really work with some of the tools that I have accumulated the past couple of years. And that is crystals, healing stones, oracle decks, angelic oracle cards specifically. Also sacred geometry. I've got a really good collection here. This is Activations is what it's called. It's a guidebook and some cards, Sacred Geometry Oracle. It's by Lon. Lon is the author. The cards are pretty cool, actually. They all have the flower of life design on them, which connects all of us beings here on Earth together, all life forms, and basically is essential to creation. So it's really powerful to me. I've only used it a few times, but the times in which I've tried to seek just some guidance in terms of what my intuition is trying to tell me, or what my higher self is trying to tell me, it's been pretty dead on. And it's funny because I was just going through these cards, and the one that really stuck out to me just now is the card, it says change. And I really do feel as if this card popped out for a reason just now, because change is evident going into this new year, 2018. Many numerologists out there have, reiterated the fact that 2018 is equivalent to 11 or 1-1, which is a very strong energetic gateway, 1-1. And of course that equates to 2. So basically building off of all the transformations that we've been through in the past year in 2017, there was a lot of intense, heavy stuff that a lot of us went through. I mean, anyone watching this video, whether you feel called to light working, or you're just, trying to figure out what the crap is going on lately on Earth, join the club. I think we're all trying to, come together and try to share what we're each going through so we can collectively collaborate and figure it out together. We need each other. So we need to really put ourselves out there and share, even though it's kind of nerve-wracking having to like bring down the ego and bring out our humble side, like what I'm doing right now. This isn't really easy for me, but I'm trying to do it because I feel called to. And I really appreciate those of you sticking with me so far at this point in the video. But yeah, getting back to this, this card Change stuck out to me, and I think I'm going to go ahead and read this to you guys so you can see what maybe Spirit is trying to convey to me right now. It says, the frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward, so looking inward, and outward, out there, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. See, this is very, very pertinent right now. Basically, needing to be allowing these new events to take place in our lives. So out with the old, in with the new is a common saying that I hear a lot in the new age spiritual community or new thought community, or new beginnings, whatever you would like to think about it as. But a lot of us feel called to new things that are like really not related to any of our college degrees or what we went to school for or things like that. And it's been kind of scary. Like for people like me, I spent like 11 years of my life getting endless degrees in college and graduate school and doing publications and research, la da 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 da. The point is, I now know that those were just tools to prepare me for the work that I'm supposed to be doing right now, which I'm still trying to slowly figure out. But I feel like this is like a first step in the right direction, along with my little videos that I posted this past August and September on grounding techniques and getting back in touch with the Schumann resonance and earth. But what I've been hearing in the collective is that a lot of us feel inclined to really just, take an abrupt turn and change our ways and our patterns and feel a calling. And I think it's really critical that we really, really listen to our intuition and look inward. And it's kind of scary at first, but it's also kind of liberating to be able to follow your intuition, follow your heart, what feels right in your heart of hearts, without needing to seek validation out there, outside in the outer reality or outside world, or from your family or your friends. Like my whole life, I felt as if I needed to seek validation from others in order to move forward in a new direction. And it kind of made me miserable, to be honest, in all of the decisions that I made. The only decision I made that was for my own intuition was to go into meteorology and to go into broadcast meteorology. And I was able to manifest that by age 19 and get on television and radio because I wanted it that badly. That was a dream of mine. And I ended up taking some detours years after that. But the point is, I think if we really, really want something and we are facing a lot of resistance from people, places, or things out there, it is critical that we change our surroundings to where we are fully supported in what feels right to us, because this is our lives. We each were, born free. We are free beings. We should have the liberty to do what we want, what feels right to us, not what feels right to other people. As long as we're not hurting ourselves or hurting other people, there's nothing wrong with living a life that makes us happy. Not everything should have to be based on paycheck to paycheck or what everybody else does, or like the 8 to 5 job thing. Yeah, that's important for people who really need financial stability in an emergency situation or have families to support temporarily. But over time, we all are creators, and we can create our own businesses, our own lifestyles, and become more self-sufficient and independent and find ways to live a more sustainable life. And by sustainable, I mean it in a positive term, not a negative term, like where we can just learn to use the tools that we already have and, eat smart, eat healthy, but not have to spend a lot of money on it, learn how to make our own food, have our own gardens, things like that. There's a lot of cool new ways of doing things, and I really feel those energies ushering in pretty quickly. And the more that we all share, I think the more that the positive changes are going to come here to Earth, which we really need right now, as many of you know. There's been a lot of pessimistic stories out in the news, and I feel like there's two elements or two sides to the awakening right now. This card change just keeps sticking out to me. Change, change, change. We really need to change, because right now, with everybody waking up and our DNA codes being activated by the sun, the solar output or input that we're receiving here on Earth is basically a lot more intense than what we're used to. And because of that, our codes are activating what was once deemed as our junk DNA. It's not really junk DNA. It's actually, all of our DNA is pretty significant. Why else would we have it? It's unraveling, and we're starting to remember who we are, our past lives, and parallel timelines, and the whole concept of time in general, and seeing it as a multidimensional reality, because we're multidimensional beings, right? So it's a pretty cool time to be alive right now. And I just wanted to share all of that. And change is something that can be really scary, but it is the only way that we can move past a hurdle or a situation in which we're really stuck in and we don't know how to move beyond. And I remember watching a video recently by Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters Diving Deep channel. I talk about him a lot because he's really been a big inspiration for me to even put myself out there and make videos. He was talking about the 3 C's, the 3 C's, letter C, basically saying that every day or each day we wake up, we have a new opportunity, and that is a new opportunity to make a choice so that we can make a change. But in order to do that, we do have to take a chance. So to back up on that, the 3 C's, each day we have an opportunity to take a chance. That's number 1. To implement or make a choice of some kind so that we can then inevitably experience some change in a new, hopefully better, positive way of life. So basically, a chance to make a choice to then make a change. So basically, putting our thoughts, our desires, and our wants into radical action so that they manifest more effectively, is what I really perceived from that. I thought that was really cool. So change is inevitable in this new year of 2018, but I think that we're going to see a lot of positive changes as long as we keep our vibrations up. And by that I mean really staying in our element, staying in our natural flow, staying in our authentic self, even if it means that we're weird and wacky and different and not wearing the coolest clothes or staying with the latest fashion. We need to try to get out of the physical realm and just try to tap into the spiritual realm and the unseen realm and really work on the pineal gland area. Right now, actually, I've got a little headband on, and I have a little amethyst crystal quartz cluster right here. It's meant to help resonate with the pineal gland or third eye ajna chakra, to basically help just keep it stimulated. So when I speak, I'm speaking more from an intuitive standpoint rather than from an analytical standpoint, because I'm a very analytical person and I'm so used to using scientific research documents, mathematical computations, algorithms, and I'm really trying to do this thing where like you sync the hemispheres of your brain, so basically the left and the right, or you connect them and try to equalize them instead of using one extreme or the other. And this is a cool little thing that I just thought of like a couple months ago. Just get a headband from the Dollar Tree and just put a little crystal underneath it, one that works with the third eye pretty well. Now I know lapis is one that also works really well. It's a blue one. It's really, really pretty color. Gosh, there's so many of them. Any like purplish, indigo-ish stones should be really good for the third eye chakra. It's really fun when you dream with it too. And moldavite That's more of like a meteorite. It's green, kind of looks like green glass. Robert Simmons talks about it in his Book of Stones. It's a really cool transformative stone. He actually has a book on moldavite. I actually think I have it right here. How convenient, huh? Was not planning this. This book has really changed my life. It is a book on the meteorite moldavite. It's Starborn Stone of Transformation, and this is by Robert Simmons, from back like in 1988, I believe, a year after I was born, and Kathy Warner. And the two of them do a good job of really explaining moldavite and how it really causes a rapid transformation in many people's lives. You carry it each day and wear it around their neck as a necklace, or just put it in your pocket, or whatever you want to do. It starts to pick up on your own vibration and helps harmonize it so that you're more in the flow of the natural current of life and your divine will and divine path and where you're supposed to be. Sometimes the transformations that take place with moldavite when carrying it can be pretty rapid and scary feeling at first, but overall they're ultimately for your best and highest good, or greatest and highest good. And it's pretty cool. I've seen it a lot in myself. I've seen a lot of rapid changes that have not only helped me, but have helped my close family members and my friends, and I've seen very positive impacts. The way in which I've been living life is very different from what I'm used to. I'm not working like a job, like 22 hours a day and sleeping 2 hours or whatever, and constantly being workaholic, but I think that this time off that I've had, I've been really blessed to have, even though I didn't anticipate to have time off. I think it's been a blessing in disguise to be able to get my health back and to grow spiritually, physically, emotionally, and mentally, the four major areas. Once again, that's spiritually, physically, emotionally, and mentally. And once again, just want to point out change is inevitable for this 2018 new year. So really staying grounded in your purpose. And the reason I say that is because I see a lot of red in this card, and red resonates with the root chakra. And we got to make sure that we are rooted in our version of our reality, what we want our reality to be, not somebody else's reality or what they want our reality to be. We need to be in alignment with our own soul purpose, divine mission. And in addition to the red, there's also some orangish yellow here. So like the orange would be more of the sacral creative energies. So sacral chakra, creative energies. We got to really put ourselves out there creatively, make our own projects, our own doings, our own new ventures, and really help manifest things quicker. And there's also a stream of yellow resonating with the solar plexus, and that's where courage comes in, and taking those leaps of faith based on your intuition rather than seeking validation for others or going with the social norms that we've been used to our whole lives, which, to be honest, going with the social norm is the easier route, right? Because it's like, it's like our comfort zone, it's what we're familiar with, it's our familiar territory. But this year we're really being encouraged, is what I'm hearing, the guidance I'm receiving is we're being really encouraged to take a step out of our comfort zone and take another leap of faith beyond what we might have already done in 2017 for more transformations and change. Also, in this card, I see there is a dark blue ring right here. And that resonates with the throat chakra for the most part, and really, really making sure that you're able to express yourself effectively, whether that's communicating verbally, communicating, digitally, just any way of expressing yourself through communication, media, arts, anything like that. And that ties into the sacral too, creative energies. But making sure that your throat chakra stays strong. So just really, if you feel like you need to express yourself and speak up for yourself, do it. Chances are you've got to get it out before you move to the next level. I know for me, I've had to speak up for myself a lot. I think my guinea pig is right next to me. It's really too funny. He loves crystals, and I've got crystals all over the place. Hi, Prince. This is my guinea pig, Prince. He's amazing. He's like so intuitive. It's crazy. Like totally. Anyways, hey buddy. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm totally resonating with this. This is cool. So, anyways, one last point I wanted to point out with this card was that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like sparks of light right here. And I was thinking of Katy Perry's song, Baby, You're a Fire.